Sandy Air Thanksgiving. Yeah. She is it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Luke Bryan, and fast. The years do fly by. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of AM Minnesota. We're going to learn about the Auxillian Advocates for Health at District 1 Hospital. Yep, Lina, of course, took over the hospital. What's it been now? 2 years? Is that right, Pat?
I would guess
that
so.
About right? 2 years. But Auxillian's still around. Faribault Area Hospice Foundation still around. They're going to be with us next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, to talk about their tree lighting, one of my favorite events. It puts the whole holiday season in its proper perspective for me.
Oh yeah, for me too. I've gone to many of them, and they're just a good way to start it off and see people remembering other people.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, relationships, the holidays, right, Linda?
That's right.
Linda Mitchell's with us, as well as Pat Rice. And how long have you been a member of the Auxillian?
That came when I retired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so about 5 years now.
So you were looking for something to do in retirement?
You know, you can do as much as you want or as little, and so yeah, this was one of the things that I did want to get involved in. So
must have had friends involved, and they asked you to join.
Absolutely.
And men can be part of this too, right, Pat?
Absolutely, yeah. We have jobs for everybody.
How many members do you have? Do you know?
I think there were 200 in the listing. Of course, a lot of them are inactive, but they just want to support what the hospital does. And basically, all the stuff we do is for patient care and for community health needs. So that's our focus.
You do pay dues?
Well, sort of. We have so many life members. People just join up and have continued for a long time. And also, now if you volunteer so many hours at the hospital, you're automatically a member of our group.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
so
cool.
It doesn't need to be a monetary payment, although people like to do that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your funds go to some great things, right?
Oh, absolutely. Last year, in fact, I made a list of some of the things. They're all for patient care again. We bought hospital furniture for the children's part of the emergency room. We bought personal fans because sometimes it gets too hot for some of the patients. Something I had not heard of, it was a peanut ball, something that helps women that are having C-sections. It's shaped like a peanut. It's something that they can use after the thing. We bought a scale. We bought a scholarship, a med-surg sleep chair. Rain hats, so if you're up there and it's raining outside, we bought some rain stuff to have at the entrance so you can make it out to your car. Devices for a charging device. So we ask the hospital departments if there's something they need that's a little extra that wasn't in their budget. And so they have let us know items that they need to have. So
when you think about somebody that goes to the emergency room, you know, it's quite unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
You get there, everybody with their cell phones, and all of a sudden you look at your phone and you don't have any battery. So the charging stations have been very helpful for people who come in and suddenly need something and need to call family and need to make contacts. So we're trying to meet the needs where people are right now. And we have some community things, too, that I think Pat may be planning to say this next. But we have funds at the schools for students, if there are needs for students with medical pharmaceutical needs. We have an assisting fund for that. We have funds for folks who may need money for taxi rides if they're having chemo, if they need support in that way. We also do a Jan Wagner Scholarship Fund for the nursing program. So we have some ongoing every year purchases that are part of our budget that we support the community with.
Yep,
so.
Still have a terrific nursing program over at South Central College.
And if you ever are in the hospital at District 1 and wrap up in one of their nice robes, know that the auxiliary purchased all of those.
From the woolen mill?
No, they're not from the woolen mill. They're robes. Robes like terry cloth, like a bathrobe.
Well, they must have robes at the woolen mill, don't they?
Yeah, but they're probably wool. It would be a little bit more difficult to keep those clean. And
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, well.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break.
Good idea, though, Gary. Very good idea, Gordy.
I come up with them now and then.
Yes.
But they've got a huge $6 sale they're going to tell us all about. Of course, you just heard of what many of the causes of where these dollars go, and we'll get into more of that too in the next.
Was that brick wall out in the front, was the glass thing, was that done by Jack Hyde? You know, that glass thing? It's been there a long time, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
would you put on clothes if you can shop in your comfy pants?
I remember they had windows out of that stuff years ago.
At Harry Brown's Family Automotive, everything is based on Brown's core values, like being thorough and remembering to smile. Right now, it's our
So
Black
have you heard
Friday
when was
sale
it all that
event.
Southern China Cafe and Hy-Vee restaurant were going to close?
Ford Chrysler 300S.
Somebody asked me that, and I said, I haven't heard anything. I'll usually be the last to know.
Harry Brown's Family Automotive in Faribault. Online at harrybrowns.com. Lease is 10,000 miles per year. Charger 36 months, 339 months. OAC. See dealer for details. Offers end 12/4/17.
Let's get some more details about this $6 sale, this huge $6 sale. It's a fundraiser for the Auxillian Advocates for Health of District 1 Hospital. We'll also talk about their memberships and how you and I can be volunteers, because men are welcome too. Do you have a lot of men, Pat?
Not really. We have some that are paying members, but I haven't seen them volunteer much. But
Well,
just
what
wanted
a
to support
bummer
it.
that is. What's the deal?
I don't
Come
know.
on, guys. Let's do some volunteering for District 1 Hospital. So, this stayed around, obviously, when Elena took over the hospital.
Mhm.
Was there some negotiation involved in that, or was it just a...
Oh yeah,
Smooth
Linda was
transition.
in on most of that.
Yeah, I was the president at the time, so it was a transition, you know. I think trying to keep some of our basic identity and knowing that we were changing has been kind of a challenge
Sure.
along the way, but we have survived that, and the good news is that in terms of the actual individual members, in terms of the volunteering piece of it, pretty much we still have the same kinds of things people can come in and do to assist.
And the
So-
beauty of Elena taking over the hospital was the capital that they've invested. I mean, that emergency department is awesome.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
I went up there and did the tour.
We did great.
It was incredible,
Mhm.
and a long time overdue, don't you think?
Well, and we're just thankful that we have District 1 here in Faribault.
Yes.
You know, there are communities that don't have hospitals.
Well,
So.
look what Albert Lee's going through.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, so we are very blessed. Have a couple of nice clinics right there on the campus too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not everybody has that.
No, people have choices, which that's good.
It is good. So when is this huge $6 sale?
Well, it's going to be next Monday and Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus. And we've been holding it there because they have such a great big room. At the hospital, we would have it in the hallway, and it was kind of crowded. So we've started having some events down at the Knights of Columbus, and they've been extremely cooperative, and we're able to spread things out really well. So if you're a shopper, it makes it much better.
Yeah. You used to have it in the walkway, right?
Yes.
Right. In the
Mhm.
link. Yeah.
And there isn't a lot of room there.
No.
You're right. You get some tables in there, there really isn't a lot of room.
Right.
No.
So are there lots of merchandise? How many tables do you think you'll have out?
Oh, at least
Fashion
30, I
from
would
the place,
say.
yeah.
30, 40. The organization, we this is all new merchandise as opposed to our jewelry sale, which is used items.
Okay.
This is all new items, and most of them are $6. He has a few items that are like a showstopper thing that's a little bit more, but you name it.
Things you wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah. They have things for men, for women, for children, wallets, gloves, scarves, toys, some jewelry, pillboxes, just odd stuff. I think he probably buys things in bulk, and many hospitals have these same $6 sales. And people like them because they're great stocking stuffers. I know for me, I give my great nieces and nephews money, so I want to have a little gift with it. Perfect place to give a small gift, to give a money gift with it.
Or the male person, or
Oh yeah, I have nice men's gloves and wallets, and I
And
know.
there's Viking hats and gopher hats and even Packer hats.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a variety of those kinds of things that sell quickly.
boy,
Actually,
bite
yeah.
your tongue, Linda.
We do have some fans in this community,
No,
and they
I
do
know.
go.
There are quite a few. So the idea behind this, ladies, is to get there on Monday because everything's virtually gone by
You
the next
certainly
day.
have your best choices then. I know last year someone came and, bless her heart, she bought mittens and gloves and then turned around and went to St. Vincent de Paul and gave them there.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because she knew that was something that kids are going to need for the winter. and she bought a lot. It was wonderful.
Oh, what a great person.
Yeah, it was a nice thing, and I mean, people, it's fun shopping, and I always go there. They have wonderful women's socks to wear under your slacks, and every year that's one of the things I buy because they're really good quality, and the stuff is good quality, no doubt about that.
Yeah,
It's and he goes around searching for items that obviously he can sell, and we can market for $6.
Sure. So then what do you contract with this person, or does
we
he
just go
sales,
pick up
or?
items. He's up in the cities. You pick up the items and bring them down, and then our members will lay it all out and man the whole thing. And then if there's a contract thing, it depends on how much we sell. The more we sell, the more money we make in terms of percentage. So we like to have a lot of customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, get on over to the KC's, conveniently located right across from the post office.
Yeah, and if you come on Tuesday, there's also a bake sale. So on Tuesday, maybe you can get that pumpkin pie or rolls that you want for Thanksgiving. So we've kind of always had it close to Thanksgiving, so we couple it with the bake sale.
Great idea. I might just go
But
to
you
the
do
bake
have to
sale.
get there early for that.
Yeah.
I will say that.
It's
if
gone.
you come on Tuesday afternoon, you will find, slim pickings by then.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you don't have a ton of stuff? Or you do have a ton of stuff, it just goes quick?
It goes quickly. I think people know that, the holiday's coming and they want some of that really good. Of course, we know we have some good bakers too, so, you kind of look for some of those folks who are very skilled, and you look for their things and get there early and get what you need, so.
Some bread, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not just rolls, but bread?
Yep, we have a good bread baker. I have no idea what she's going to make this year, but a lot of people come in and buy her stuff right away because they can recognize that it's her product.
Maybe some different, like zucchini bread or something?
Well, people make some of those too. She does mainly yeast breads, but who knows? We don't know till we get there, and it's partly for the auxiliary too. Some of our members who aren't able to bake donate, so it's a fundraiser for the auxiliary too.
We call them the virtual bakers.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Virtual baker. Very cool. So again, folks, what are the hours of this, by the way?
We open at 9 in the morning and close at 6. So hopefully, if we catch people who can come after work as well as during working hours.
Anything earmarked for the money this year?
We're changing our plan a little bit. Last year we had everybody send in the request by December. This year we're going to try something where during the year, like an unusual expense comes up that they hadn't had budgeted, then they can come to us and say, would we approve this? And so, boy, we never know what's going to come up. As I said with the list that we gave, we don't know what they need at the hospital or in the part. So, and sometimes it's something they just couldn't budget for. I remember one time it was a scope for the ENT that would fit on for examining really small children. And that didn't come standard with the equipment, so then we purchased it. Or these med-surg sleep chairs. They're quite expensive, and so we bought one, and then we bought another one the next year. So you don't know that sort of need when people have it, and I think the workers in the hospital are best able to determine when something comes up that they really need. We haven't tended to buy computer stuff.
No.
They've asked for a lot of computer things for kids or one in the lobby. We thought, that's something the hospital could purchase with technology. We haven't given out training session sorts of things, but a lot of equipment. And again, with that drug thing, we've had many families who just couldn't afford a drug for their child, and bless their hearts, the school nurses work with the family, and then we have a budget at the pharmacy, and they are able to get medications.
That in combination, as Pat talks about this, we are keeping, our budget's going to be kind of a combination of, okay, we're going to keep this pool of cash over here so that when people come in with a request, and as medical advances are so quick, it may be something that wasn't here yesterday that now look at this, we could use this. Well, we can do that then more spontaneously, but that doesn't mean we're still going to fund our pharmacy fund for the community, our nursing fund, and those basic things. So it's kind of a combination of what we used to do with a wish list.
And I think we're still going to be giving to the community health center downtown.
Right.
I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Health Finders.
Health Finders.
Yes.
Yeah, we've also supported them in their efforts, because that really is a wonderful program that we have in town.
So you actually advocate for health in the community, not just at the hospital.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and some people say, well, I don't understand why Alina isn't buying all this stuff. Well, there's sometimes those odd needs that come up, and that's where we fit in.
Well, plus it saves on your patient bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too.
I mean, bottom line, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. You
You know,
know,
if they had to go out and buy it, you're paying for it, the patient.
absolutely. Yeah.
They're not
And,
gonna
you know,
eat
we're
that
not talking thousands of dollars. We're a small group and we don't make thousands, but it will be, you know, we've given anywhere from $7,000 one year. We saved up and gave big money. We bought all the TVs one year. So we just try to work with the hospital, anticipate some of the needs, and work as best we can to provide for those.
Has anybody ever sat down and figured out over the years how much the Auxillians have given?
I have no idea.
This has been around a long time,
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
since the 50s maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, a long time.
Oh, even before the hospital?
Well, it's been a long time because it's, you know, as we said, it started out as Pink Ladies and
Right.
the Candy Stripers, and they'd have the hospital ball at that time and make money. And I don't think they did not have the gift shop then. And the gift shop is, of course, one of our money makers during the year. And as far as my money goes, we have the best little gift shop in town.
Yeah, I used to
and
love going there when my mom was in the hospital.
hmm Yeah. And you never know what you're going to find. And I'll come say, oh, that's new. And the manager, we have a wonderful manager, Joyce Hugenacher, she'll say, oh, I just moved it from here to here. And it's funny in a shop, when you move things around, different people see them. And so we're getting a whole bulk of customers that just like coming up there because they know they can find maybe that unique purse or any unique sweater or a gift of some kind, or a
And they
good
have
cup of
great
coffee.
Gift cards too.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
hmm
She
I think
collected.
that, and it's not just, well, I shouldn't say not just, because the gift shop is our #1 fundraiser
Oh, sure.
for us. But I think too, our volunteers that work in there, it is about relationships. And you have folks who come in who are a little stressed and may just need to, you know, get away from the hospital atmosphere for a little bit so they can come in and wander around and vent, or, you know, just take a break. And I think our volunteers do a wonderful job of assisting people in those circumstances too.
Or sometimes just celebrate with the family a birth of a new
True,
baby.
that's true.
We have more people come in for births, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everybody wants to buy that baby a little gift.
Sure.
And they're really excited about it. And obviously the mother who just had the baby maybe doesn't want tons of visitors, so they come down to the shop and spend some time.
So when you're doing your holiday shopping, keep in mind the gift shop up at the hospital.
Oh yeah, in fact, I had an item I wanted desperately, and I came to work and it was gone. And my fault. If you see it, you need to buy it, because she tends only to get one of an item or two of an item, so you don't see yourself coming and going. And
There's not a lot of room in there.
no.
So you pack it with some really good
We
stuff.
do. We
Oh
do.
yeah.
No, my mom used to collect angels and bears.
Okay.
You know, crafts, angels and bears. And I found an angel bear in that gift shop that I was able to give to her. She really prized that in the last, month or so of her life. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Very nice. Angel bear. I still have it somewhere at home.
You wouldn't find many of those.
No. I mean,
And of course,
bear-
it's called Angel's Attic, so it was a perfect place to have an
Of
angel
course.
bear.
Yep. So, again, keep that in mind when you're doing your holiday shopping. Boy, the range of things that you have given over the years has been amazing. Auxillian Advocates for Health. How much is a membership?
Well, it's $75 for a lifetime.
Okay.
And
If I
I
give you
think-
$75, I'm a lifetime member?
Absolutely.
Wow.
hmm And it's 20 or 25, I'm not even
Yeah.
sure, for the annual.
Okay. And the scholarships, that's been around a long time,
The
hasn't it?
Jan Wagner
Yes.
Scholarship, yeah, that's why we continue to support that. We haven't added any new because we haven't wanted to do training sorts of things, but the Jan Wagner Scholarship has been a standard that we've
Right.
supported for many, many years.
So this was around, weren't there 2 hospitals in this town at one time? Or not?
Boy.
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
But it was
Well,
at
there's
St.
St.
Lucas. and that morphed into
Okay.
District 1.
Then it became District 1. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because that's how the nursing got started here, right?
Right. Yeah, they had a large nursing school there. Because I think we're losing most of the people that were graduated from there. Remember, they used to be in the parade all the time?
Oh, sure.
The nurses from there, and I don't know. They would all be in their 90s, I think, by now, the last graduates.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Yeah.
And time
flies.
It certainly does. So again, Auxillian Advocates for Health are a huge $6 sale. Virtually everything is $6.
Yep.
I mean, there's some stuff.
Just a couple of things that are not, but I mean, it's just a nice price before the holidays to go and find some things. We get a lot of children coming in to shop for gifts for grandma and grandpa or whatever, because they're nice things. And we all buy too. I think the people who volunteer at the sale are some of the biggest buyers also.
I'll bet they are.
Yeah.
Again, the bake sale is Tuesday only.
Tuesday only, because we want it fresh for Thanksgiving.
That makes perfect sense, because it's just a couple of days before Thanksgiving. At the Knights of Columbus.
Right. And there's good parking behind there, so hopefully people will come and be able to stop and run in and buy some holiday items. Or not holiday, just something you use all the time. I know one guy has come and got gloves every year because he said he wears his own, and he's come to buy another pair.
At your sale.
At our sale.
Because he buys it, he benefits, and other people benefit.
Yeah, and actually by shopping the sale, we're benefiting the whole community. None of us keep any of the product at all, and we have a lot of volunteers that are going to be working the sale, and so it's a good thing for the community. And you know, it's kind of like you go in, because we're nonprofit, the items are not taxed, so basically it's $6, and you can run through and pick up a bunch of items.
We'll see, even save the sales tax on it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Sounds like a win all the way around, Pat.
Absolutely. Well, we think so, and we've liked having them. That's been a good partnership with this person that does these sales, and that's the business that's up in the cities. They do it all around the state. If you see a $6 sale, it's this business that does it, and so many hospital auxiliaries have had them. I know Otanis Hospital has had a $6 sale, and it's kind of, when you're in an auxiliary, you have certain things that, like a book group, an art group, different things that come because they know you're always trying to make money during the year. And so we try to find things that are profitable and help the community out.
So who's your president now?
Bobbi Sumner.
Oh, that's right. Bobbi was going to join us this morning, wasn't she?
But
she
had a
skipped
meeting.
Out on
But she had a meeting.
I'm not going to go down there and talk to that Costco guy. I'm going to go to this meeting. I'd rather go to a meeting than talk
Even
to this
retired
guy.
people have meetings.
We try to avoid them as much as possible.
That's one thing I plan on not doing when I retire.
Oh, you never know though, Gordy.
No meetings for me. Nope.
But even when you volunteer, sometimes you have a meeting to see what happens, and there are wonderful places in town to volunteer, and people are looking for people who are still very skilled to do things, and we try to, with ours, match up the skills of the person with what we have for volunteer jobs.
Yeah. I tell people I don't mind volunteering, but I'm not going to go to any meeting.
That's good for you.
So.
That's good and upfront about it.
And as long as I don't have to go to the meetings, then I can volunteer in those organizations. Because I just don't have time to go to a lot of meetings. Plus, I'm not a big fan of meetings. You know, council meetings.
Meetings aren't for everybody.
No, they're not. So, the huge $6 sale. You got a couple of examples of some things, Linda, that people may not, you mentioned generally jewelry and stuff like that, but
boy, it's those gadgets. I mean, there's little flashlights, there's cases for cell phones, there's watch batteries, there's...
there was a pen that had everything. It had a screwdriver, it had a ruler, it had a bunch of things. I bought one year flashlights for all the boys in our family that you could keep in the car, and if you had a flat tire, you could stick it out on the road and it would flash so you would get light to see what you were doing. I bought an awful thing. It was a pen and a loudspeaker, and you push the button, and everything it says is, "No, don't do that. Not now." All no sorts of things, and it was just kind of a fun thing. So you can get some gadgety things that are fun if you like some fun gifts like that.
So no gag gifts.
Yeah.
$6. Knights of Columbus. which is located across from the post office, again, downtown Faribault. Hours are 9 until 6 Monday, 9 until 6 Tuesday. The bake sale goes as long as there's baked goods,
Right.
which means
So-
it'll be done by noon.
So we've canvassed
Very
all our
possible.
members, so we will just see what we get. And we always have some good stuff.
Almost everything's $6. What a good deal that is. Fantastic.
Yeah, we thought so too.
Start your holiday shopping.
Well, thanks for all you guys do up at District 1.
Yeah, we have great volunteers, and so the hospital, I think, appreciates the things that we're able to do for them as well.
It's very much appreciated by the community, too. Even though, we generally don't say so, right?
True.
So, support the folks, by heading out to the sale. Again, Monday and Tuesday of next week.
And
Speaking of-
certainly, if anybody's even interested in membership, they can talk to somebody that's down there that day, as well as if you stop in at the gift shop at the hospital too. They'd be happy to give you some information about becoming a member. And
do you have many meetings?
No, we have really we have
It's
two
really
a year.
the board.
Well, the board has meetings, but we'll have an annual meeting where we do elections and have a dinner and a program, and then often we have a summer one for the membership.
And that's it.
And didn't you, why am I thinking that you had a meeting during the tree lighting, or afterwards, in the basement?
Not the
auxiliary?
Not the auxiliary.
Okay. All right.
It might have been for hospice. Could have, but no.
Could have been for their volunteers, yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming up on December 2nd, by the way. We'll get all the details 1 week from today. Audrey Tebow's going to be in, and I believe she's going to bring somebody with her. Name escapes me at the moment, but I know Audrey will be with us next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. On Monday, Dr. Bob Speckles, Gary Hoganson will be here talking about the Cannon Valley Elder Collegium classes that they hold. And on Tuesday, Jerry has Steve Olson, the head of the Turkey Growers Association. He's the president. He's the head honcho, the big cheese, the top turkey in the whole organization. And then we'll be at Professional Pride Realty next Wednesday talking about what's happening in Northfield. Thanks again, ladies, for stopping in, and thanks for all you do with the Advocates for Health.
Thank you, Gordy. We appreciate it.
That's today's AM Minnesota show. You're in tune to KDHL AM in Faribault, Minnesota.